Do you want to tell us a story about your date when they wanted you to drink, but you couldn't drink? Because
Yeah,
you were
well,
worried?
actually.
Perfect.
So, all right, well, oh man, this is... Anyway,
Nobody's listening.
I don't get along.
Hopefully it'll get them out of the room.
I know, really. No, you know some people you just don't get along with? Don't particularly like?
Yeah, well, just like that. What is that? Negative and positive effect?
Yeah, it's not that. No, so I took my buddy out for his birthday the night before, and I may or may not have had plans with that individual. And what's that? What?
You're doing Wi-Fi, sorry.
Oh yeah, my password. Yeah. No, so I may or may not. I know. Like it was more important for me to go out with my buddy for his birthday, and the girl was just bitching like we had plans. Just, no, it's more my friend. I'm taking him out. I didn't like the girl anyway, to be honest with you. So it's like, no, you can come along if you want. Because in actuality, I was dreading hanging out with her one-on-one anyway, because I thought that would just be terrible.
Well, hold on, wait. Let me stop you for a second. So this is the first time you went on a date with her, or just the one that you just went on a date with her recently? Because remember, I saw her over here
a
month ago,
yeah.
But you went on a date with her months later.
Yeah.
And this is what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Okay. Right.
Well, that I couldn't stand. Like, I couldn't wait till she left. Like, when you were here?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I can't stand this girl. I was like, I can't wait till she leaves. Like, this is just awful. So, you know.
I thought this girl's brilliant.
Oh,
She was
God.
from Lockheed Martin.
I'm going to disagree. But, no, I mean.
I probably would have been on the same page as you.
Most likely, yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah, and so, I can't. See, the things I do, like, I just can't. So, this girl, like, I guess she thinks she can bully her way into a top spot. That's the way I look at it, right? And that, you know, that might not be in the cards here. But I think she just thought, like, okay, I pulled all this shit with all these other guys and they caved because, you know, I'm pretty or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think it was. And I was like, look, it's my buddy's birthday. I have to take him out. You know, he was a, you know. And I was like, well, you can come along. And she threw like a fit about that. Like, and I was like, all right, well, cool. I'm going out with him, and my plans aren't changing. If you want to come. She bitched about that. And then she's like, oh, well, I wanted to spend alone time with you. I was like, yeah, that's great, but that's not in the cards. And you're being nasty. No, I'm not. I'm going out with my friend. You are welcome to come. That's the situation. So the next day, so I got ridiculously drunk. Martell was there. You know what happens when it's somebody's birthday. They start ordering shots and whatever. So I guess I took one shot too many and then I left. Well, anyway, I was hellaciously hungover because God knows what mix I had. I probably, because he was ordering some pussy drinks with like the sugary shots. I don't really drink those. And I woke up and I should have known because when I was at the bar that night, my hamstring like spasmed and I was like, I'm already dehydrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like before I even was drinking, I was like, oh man, like, and it wouldn't stop. So you have to, I was like stretching my foot like on the stool like that.
Yeah.
For like a half hour, I'm like, man, I'm in bad shape.
Oh my God.
I woke up the next day, in my clothes, in my bed, with the worst hangover of all time. But my friends like kept calling me. They wanted me to go to a barbecue. I did. I told the girl, all right, we'll hang out the next night, and that wasn't good enough either. She bitched about that. She's like, I'm just gonna stay at the pool and drink all day. Go ahead. So I guess she wanted me to like be like, no, blah blah blah. I can't stand you anyway. So I go to this barbecue with my friends. I don't drink. I'm having a good time, but I gave my word that I'd hang out. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to blow somebody off. You know.
Right.
I leave this barbecue. I pick this girl up. She's bitching within 2 minutes of getting in my truck, being like, "You shouldn't have drank last night. You didn't make me a priority. You didn't do this. Like, really? You knew we were hanging out and you got that drunk? You're a fuckhead and all that. Like, I'm reconsidering my plans tonight. This is 5 minutes into the thing, right? Like, and this is like literally 5 minutes after that. I should have just turned the truck around and dropped her off.
See ya.
But yeah, I should have done that. But I was so hungover, I wasn't hitting on all cylinders. And so I started like razzing her a little bit. I was like, so if you were in a plane crash, I was like, and you, because she's a vegetarian, if you're in a plane crash, I was like, and you had no food, I was like, and you're in the mountains, I was like, and I was like, and there were just dead people. I was like, would you eat the bodies? I was like, to survive? And she's like, what the hell kind of question is that? Like, you're weird. I'm like, no. I'm like, well, you're a human being. You're a survival organization. I was like, that's what we do. We have to survive. I was like, you're telling me you wouldn't eat the bodies. And she's like, what's wrong with you? This is weird. Like, just, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started, like, she hates my cats, and I started being like, I was like, you know what I do some mornings with my cats? And I thought of Stacy, like, because on on Christmas, I sent Stacy a video of like me putting Christmas breakfast out for the cats, and I had "O Come All Ye Faithful" on the thing, and I was meowing it. Though. I was going, meow, 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 meow. I go, yeah, and so I knew the girl hated my cats, and so I'm in the truck, and I got to put the radio on, and like something, and I start meowing the song, right? And she's like, what? And she's like burning up, and she's literally sitting there in the truck like this, like this is the face she's making, like that, right? And so we get, and then I threw out something. I was like, do you want like and then. I was like, do you want a bottle of wine? Well, I'll get your bottle of wine, whatever. She was mad I didn't have anything, but it was 4th of July, what the hell am I gonna do?
Right.
And she's like, well, are you gonna drink with me? I said, no, I'm not going to drink with you. You can drink. I was like, I'm not going to drink tonight, I can't. I was in hell, I had something to do the next day. And just didn't stop bitching. Within 5 minutes of like being here, she's like, this is not fun for me, I'm gonna leave. I was like, go ahead, just go, that's fine. And then I went to go to the bathroom, like, and I walked up the hall and I stopped. I was like, you know what I think? I was like, I think you had this whole leaving bit planned in your head from the get-go. Because you think you're gonna pull some sort of like power play, and I'm gonna like,
Run.
Yeah, like run after you. I was like, that's what I think. She's like, you're nuts. I was like, am I? I'm nuts. I was like, if you knew how many times I've heard that in my life, and I've been dead on right, I was like, you have no idea. But anyway, called her friend to come pick her up, and I literally walked her to the door, opened the door, and shut it behind her. I was like, that's it. Like, oh man, I couldn't wait for that girl to be. I've been on some like, I've gone out with some girls that I really couldn't stand before. We might have like the undisputed champion of all time there. Like,
She sounded rough.
she just was not.
She had me fooled.